What if I told you that the so-called masterminds behind Foolio's murder weren't criminal geniuses at all, but the Dollar Tree version of wannabe gangsters who managed to turn one of the most high-profile hits into a clown show on surveillance cameras? Yeah, you heard me right. New footage has just dropped, and let's just say, if stupidity was a crime, these dudes would be serving life without parole already. Now tell me, how do you pull off a murder in broad daylight? Brag about it on social media, forget to cover your license plates, and then accidentally leak your own voices in a Twitter space. I mean, are we watching a true crime case here, or the pilot episode of America's Dumbest Criminals, Jacksonville edition? But here's where it gets even crazier. While the footage is already humiliating enough, the whispers going around, the rumors hinting at a mysterious sixth suspect. Yeah, someone you all know. Someone whose name has been tied to Foolio for years. And if these rumors are true, oh boy, this case is about to explode like a DJ Academics livestream on a Friday night. Alright, let's set the stage, because this, my friends, is not just a murder case, it's a circus, a Netflix documentary waiting to happen, and honestly, one of the dumbest criminal enterprises I've ever seen. We're talking about Foolio's murder, and trust me when I say, the people behind it are less notorious hitmen and more failed GTA role players. The new footage that just dropped doesn't just expose their crime, it exposes their sheer lack of brain cells. Think about it. You're planning a high-profile hit, and your best idea is to use your mom's car, a 2008 Chevy Impala. No, less. Bro, this isn't Ocean's 11. This is Walmart's clearance bin 11. And it gets worse. They didn't even bother switching the plates, didn't hide their movements, and literally got caught on multiple cameras. At this point, it feels like the police didn't even solve the case. The killers just handed them the answers on a silver platter. But here's the real kicker. These aren't random nobodies. Nope. These names come with baggage. The so-called mastermind Sean Guite. Yeah, 18 years old. Already linked to a previous attempt on Foolio's life back in 2023. And the receipts, oh, they're piling up higher than Drake's streaming numbers. Police matched shell casings from his Impala to the earlier shooting where Foolio got clipped in the foot. Translation? Our boy Sean wasn't just dumb enough to try once, he doubled down like a bad gambler in Vegas. And he wasn't rolling solo either. This merry little band of misfits included Isaiah Chance, his girlfriend Alicia Andrews, and the Murphy brothers Rashad and Davin. Together, they turned what should have been a covert operation into something resembling a badly rehearsed TikTok skit. From renting an airbin under their real names to leaving behind burner phones with incriminating texts, these folks basically gift-trapped the evidence. If crime had Yelp reviews, these guys would get a 1-star rating for effort and a 5-star rating for entertainment. Now, here's where things really heat up, because according to the reports and some whispers I've been hearing, this wasn't just about street beef or random violence. No. This was personal. Rashad Murphy, one of the key suspects, had a score to settle. Remember back in 2018 when rapper 1200 Spaz, Rashad's younger brother, was killed? Word on the street is Foolio and his camp not only mocked it in tracks, but allegedly disrespected his grave. And in Jacksonville culture, that's not just crossing the line, that's erasing the line, burning it, and spitting on the ashes. So now, connect the dots. You've got a prime suspect with a personal vendetta, a team of amateurs with itchy trigger fingers, and a mountain of evidence that keeps getting bigger by the day. But just when you think this case couldn't get any messier, that's exactly when the rumors start creeping in. Rumors of a sixth suspect, someone much bigger than these small-time operators, someone with clout, someone with a name that makes the internet lose its collective mind. So let's pick up right where we left off. The whispers of a mysterious sixth suspect, and not just any random street name. Oh no, we're talking about someone who's been sitting at the very heart of Jacksonville's rap beef volcano. Youngin Ace. Yeah, you heard me right. The internet detectives, Twitter threads, Reddit conspiracies, everyone's pointing their magnifying glass at Ace, like he's the final boss of this whole saga. And the timing? Suspicious doesn't even begin to cover it, because just hours after Foolio was murdered in Tampa, Youngin Ace dropped a track called Do It. And let's just say, the lyrics weren't exactly Shakespeare, they were more like a self-snitching diary entry, set to a beat. In the song, Ace raps lines like, he with his mama, do it. He with his baby, do it. Money maker and asterisk, do it, asterisk. Now, listen, Maybe it's just artistic expression. Maybe he was just venting. But when your biggest rival gets sprayed down in a hotel parking lot, and you drop a video with masked shooters in a similar setting, bro, even Scooby-Doo could solve that one. The footage, the lyrics, the timing, it was all too much for fans to ignore. Social media went nuts. One user tweeted, "Ace told them to do it, y'all." He literally said it. Another posted, "Damn, you doing victory laps for a RICO charge." The memes started rolling into. Someone edited Ace's music video with the words Exhibit A flashing on screen like a law and order intro. Honestly, chef's kiss. But wait, it gets better or worse, depending on how you see it, because out of nowhere, a masked man posted a video online claiming he was involved in Foolio's murder. And guess what? He says youngin' Ace put up a $10,000 bounty to make it happen. According to him, Ace told me to slide, told me to smack Foolio. Wild, right? Of course, anyone can put on a ski mask and talk tough online. But when you combine that with Ace's track and his long history of beef with Foolio, the conspiracy practically writes itself. Now the fans aren't the only ones talking. Anonymous sources close to the investigation, and when I say anonymous, I mean some guy with a burner Twitter account and too much time on his hands, are whispering that law enforcement is monitoring Ace's movements. And honestly, that's not even hard to believe. After all, we've seen lyrics used in court before. Just ask Young Thug or YNW Melly how that worked out. But the funniest part, Ace doesn't seem to care. When DJ Academic straight up asked him in an interview if he had anything to do with Foolio's murder, Ace just laughed. Not denied, not clarified, just laughed like it was a stand-up set at the Apollo. And that laugh, yeah, that's enough to send conspiracy Twitter into a frenzy. So now the big question isn't whether Foolio's killers were dumb enough to get caught. We already know they were. The real question is, was there someone bigger pulling the strings? Was Ace the puppet master? Or is this just another case of the internet doing too much? One thing's for sure, the public reaction is split right down the middle. Half the people think Ace is cooked, the other half think it's cap. But either way, this scandal just exploded into something way bigger than anyone expected. And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fallout stage, that moment in every scandal where the internet's wild theories start colliding with cold, hard consequences. Because if you thought Foolio's killers looked dumb in the footage, wait until you see how the dominoes start falling. First off, let's talk legal heat. Prosecutors have already stacked enough evidence to make these guys sweat harder than DJ Hullet in a sauna, surveillance tapes, license plate readers, burner phones. Incriminating texts like these kids were running a tutorial on how to get caught 101. Judges have already denied bond to Sean Geit, Isaiah Chance, and Alicia Andrews. Translation, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. The Murphy brothers, one's locked, one's still on the run, and you just know that every extra day Davin stays missing. The manhunt gets bigger, louder, and scarier. But here's the spicy part. The 6 suspect rumors have prosecutors licking their chops. Imagine the headlines: Youngin Ace under federal investigation in Foolio murder. The feds don't play, and if they smell even a whiff of RICO potential, oh boy, it's game over. We've seen this movie before with Young Thug. We've seen how prosecutors love to play rap lyrics in court like it's karaoke night. And Ace's Do It track, yeah, that's Exhibit A waiting to happen. Meanwhile, the public is split like a bad divorce. On one side, you've got Ace's fans defending him, saying, it's just music, stop snitching on black art. On the other, people pointing at the masked man's video, the bounty claims, the lyrics, the laugh, the timing, basically shouting, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, maybe it ain't a swan. Social media has turned this entire scandal into a gladiator arena. Memes, debates, fake news accounts dropping exclusive leaks. You can't scroll to seconds without seeing Foolio's face or Ace's name. One fake FBI report even went viral claiming Ace's bank records showed suspicious cash withdrawals before the murder. Is it real? Probably not. Did it get 100,000 retweets? Absolutely. And that's the point when perception becomes reality. Careers get crushed long before the verdict comes down. And speaking of careers, let's not pretend this doesn't have financial fallout. Shows are getting canceled. Venues don't want the smoke, and labels, they're suddenly real quiet. Because in the music industry, you're hot until you're radioactive. And right now, Ace's name is glowing like Chernobyl at midnight. But here's the ultimate twist. While all of this chaos unfolds, arrests, speculation, masked confessions, rap lyrics used as evidence, the only thing the public is really asking is, what's next? Will Ace actually face charges? Will Davin Murphy finally get caught? Will new footage drop that makes these killers look even dumber than they already do? Because if there's one thing we've learned from this scandal, it's that every time you think the story's over, another shocking detail leaks, and trust me, this storm is only getting started. So here we are, footage leaked, suspects exposed, rumors flying, and a possible sixth suspect looming like a storm cloud. But I gotta ask you, do you think youngin' Ace really had a hand in this? Or is the internet just running wild again? Is this the dumbest crew of criminals in history? Or the start of something much bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading everything. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. Because trust me, the next leak, it's gonna be even crazier.